Today, question is being shared on the CoderPad right now. So let me introduce you to the scenario first. So we have built a brand new interstate road and unfortunately painted some white lines incorrectly multiple times. So now our goal is to figure out exactly where paint ended up on the road so we can efficiently remove it. Could you explain to me how you would approach to solving this problem?
Yeah, sure. Let me take a look at the questions, right? Okay, so after I take a look, I think how I'll approach problem is, well, first I need to track the events, right? Like when the painted segments starts and ends, and also I need to use the line sweep algorithm to like process those events in order, and also I need to keep count on how many layers of paints are active at any points, right? And I also need to record in interval where the paint exists.
Sounds great. Well, let's implement your approach. So could you write a Python function that solves the initial scenario and considering integer coordinates first?
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, let me start writing down, right? Okay. Okay, I finished.
Yeah, let me take a look. Well, excellent. You can move on to our first bonus scenario, right? So the coordinates can be decimal values, not just integers. So would your current implementation still work, or do you need to adjust anything?
Sure. Yeah, let me think about it. Okay, you're talking about it can be decimal, not just integers, right? So, yeah. So I believe I believe that my current solution should handle the decimal coordinates without any modification, right? Because like the event creation logic works with like, any numeric values like integer or decimals, right? The sorting of events will work correctly with decimal values. The comparison and tracking of active layers doesn't depend on the integer value as well. So yeah, I think we are able to handle the decimal values. Yep.
Well, that sounds great. Let's consider our second bonus scenario. When the multiple layers of paint overlap, we need to identify segments with fewer than 5 layers and segment with 5 or more layers separately.
Sure.
Could you discuss how you will adjust your solution to accommodate counting and overlapping paint layers?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let me think about it, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll need to. So if the threshold you're talking about, there's a 5, right? Like based on the paint layer threshold of 5. So I will create two separate like result lists. So one for the segment with a fewer than 5 paint layers, and another one for the segments with 5 or more layers, right? And then I will maintain the core line sweep algorithm while adding the classification logics, and then I'll return the tuples of two lists to clearly separate the different categories of the segments. So let me implement it, right? Okay, so in the beginning, the logic will be the same, but over here, I will add a logic of result under trash. Okay.
Well, great. I can see it. So how would you test your final function to ensure it handles various attributes correctly?
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.